Back to another episode of Waiting for Players. I'm Adam.
I'm John, Peter, and Josh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That is.
Well, I'm a big guy.
You got big shoes to fill there.
Nah, my feet are bigger than both theirs. Mike, is there a secret to this right here? Oh, hi, Mike.
Oh, I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam. I'm running the ship again today.
So any problems, direct them his way.
Yep. And
I mean, if you have to.
let's hope his mic is on.
I'm gonna shout out to my son, Mike. Mikey, how you doing? He'll be watching later.
Hi, Mikey.
So, literally, Mike, while we're playing Limbo here and I'm stuck, is there a secret way to get past this?
It was like a little over a year ago when I played this one, so
Yes?
there it is.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
Yeah, I know what I see what I gotta do
Drop
now.
down there
Yeah,
in that pipe.
yeah.
So I don't know if you said it, but we're playing Limbo today.
Oh, I said it.
Okay.
Fun game.
It is. It's a lot of fun, but I'm like you. I played this well over a year ago.
It's an older game. This was Josh's week to pick, so.
Yeah, I picked...
I haven't played this game yet either, so. And I'm pretty sure I got it free or something at one point, and I just never played it.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus, but it was free.
Yeah. I think I have it on Steam, too, though. I don't know.
I made it past one trap and died in another. And, of course, I gotta do it again.
So, what do you say we discuss some space news, Mike? I know you're a huge fan.
Well, he should be a fan of this particular story because it's a story of bad news.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is
Doesn't
bad
quite
news.
tell it, but
What we're talking about is SpaceX having a pre-launch failure, I guess, because it was in a pre-test before the test launch. So,
A dick, he pulled the fucking rope.
and they're calling it an anomaly on the pad during the refueling process. But basically, this is what their second launch failure in like 15 months, I think the article said.
Yeah.
So it's not really looking good for them right now.
Right.
They lost the payload was on the shuttle, or it was on the vehicle when it exploded. They explained that by saying basically like you have to have all the payload and everything on there already so they can measure like vibrations and stuff like that for launch, you know. But that also means that then a $205 million satellite that was supposed to bring like internet service and TV in certain parts of Africa also destroyed in the explosion.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So, that's rough.
It is rough. Yeah.
Spider's a weird dick.
I seen an article earlier saying that the company was wanting them to pay like $50 million for it, I think.
Oh wow.
SpaceX said they don't want to discuss any like, you know, their contract or insurance terms or anything like that. But
wait, go back.
I don't blame them. That's really not
Josh,
anybody
go back.
else's business, you know.
right, exactly.
Now go.
Now, was this that's one thing I forget I was talking to about it, but is this a relaunch for one of the rockets that they had landed?
No, it's not. This was a brand new rocket.
I mean, I don't know if that's worse or better. Like,
I feel like it's better just because I think if it was one of the reused rockets, more people would be like, "See, you can't reuse them safely."
that's a good point. There'd be a lot more pessimistic attitude towards
back.
reshooting.
With a brand new one, and it doesn't sound like it was really the vehicle's fault itself. It sounds like something happened during the refueling process.
Right.
But I mean, that's really all they're saying right now. You know, I'm sure they've got tons of investigation and stuff to do before they can actually come out and tell us what happened.
Oh yeah,
you know?
There's gonna be a full investigation as to why exactly they just blew up millions of dollars on accident.
Yeah, there was one thing saying they were going through like thousands and thousands of different telemetry reports and stuff like that for just milliseconds before the explosion happened.
Yeah, it originally caught my eye because there was all those pictures on Reddit of the giant plume at Cape Canaveral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's always unfortunate when you see that, and it's not like it's never happened before.
No, but when a disaster like this does happen, it also gives them more information too. So, in theory, at least, it will make future launches safer, or at least we'll have a better understanding. You know.
Yeah, the spider killed me.
Man, that's a determined spider.
Right?
One leg left. It's gonna crawl over and get you.
I think I'm gonna have to make him land in here somehow.
Drag his body over there.
Yeah, but how?
Let's get close and then run away.
You get close and then run away.
Try and grab his leg.
You try and grab his leg.
That's basically all I have on SpaceX. But actually, I did have another space topic that we could bring up that I actually didn't put in the notes earlier.
Oh, please do.
You guys remember the Rosetta mission?
Refresh my memory.
It was the lander that they landed on a comet.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Remember the initial landing?
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to have like a spear that went into the ground or something to stabilize it, and that broke or didn't engage properly or something. So it like bounced and flew for another couple hours, I think, until it landed in another spot. You know.
Oh, wow.
We had communication with it for a little bit, but then at some point we lost communications. They just assumed that it landed like in a shaded spot, so it lost power. You know.
Oh, right, because it was all solar powered, obviously. So
Right.
if it's not getting any sun, it's not going anywhere.
But just like yesterday or something, they released a photo of the lander that they finally found it on the comet with the orbiter took a picture of it. So it's kind of a cool picture. I'll probably throw it up on the website if anybody wants to see it, or you could just Google it. I'm sure it's easy to find too. But
Oh, yeah.
it's a picture of the lander like on its side next to a cliff in the shadows.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
So it got real lucky.
Yeah, they're like, this is obviously exactly why we can't communicate with it anymore. But it is kind of cool just to at least see it, you know.
Oh, shit, it is literally right up next to a wall.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
And you see like that thing sticking up as one of its landing legs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not supposed to be that way at all.
No.
Base.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, I can completely understand why it's not working when it's fucking upside down right next to a cliff wall.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't think there's any hope of ever communicating with that again.
Well, we could go
but-
get it. We could land on it and go get it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh.
I'm sure we still got a ton of useful data from it and the orbiter too, though. So
Mm-hmm. I mean, really, any data back is always going to be
Fuck.
decent. Like, it's always
Yeah.
going to tell us something at least.
I'm going to make it across this frozen lake of dead children.
It doesn't look
you
frozen
have
though
to jump on the
because
children, or what?
Yeah, but there's a guy that's gonna show up after you land on this body. Shit.
oh, nice.
Oh,
And then just wait
What-
for him to get halfway across.
Yeah. That's the thing, though.
He's got a little worm in his head.
and then jump on him. Oh shit!
Sorry.
Well, that was
This game is
Traumatic.
a little dark.
It is,
A
yeah.
little dark.
Some good sound effects.
What are you talking about? I'm skipping.
Whee!
Skipping through, I don't know, limbo or hell or whatever this game
Yeah.
is supposed to be.
It's called limbo, so I'm going to assume that it's
That's
limbo.
what I would think. Yeah.
That guy's an anus.
Why'd you blame it on him? He just watched you die. He didn't do nothing.
He just scratched his ass and walked away.
Well, what else are you going to do in a situation where you see someone crush themselves?
Blame him?
Drag a body. There you go.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'm going to just drag him and drag his face through the dirt on the way up.
Well, he's a little boy.
So now you're going to grab the little boy by the butt? Yes, apparently
push
you
him.
are.
He's my sled. I'll do what I want
Slide
with
him.
him.
So, Mike, you remember how much you loved the ending of Metal Gear Solid 5?
Oh yes.
What?
Wait, that game ends? It has an ending? Can we talk about it?
Kind of. Well, it does have an ending, obviously. It has an official ending, but there's always been a mission that was supposed to be released. Like, I think it had only gotten, like, 30% completed or something like that. But I believe they're calling it Mission 51. It was supposed to wrap up a few of the loose
Yeah.
ends.
Saw that coming.
Well, I guess we should just get this out of the way since Peter's not here, and he's the only one of us that either hasn't finished
aspirations.
the game or never really has any intention of playing the game.
You slacker.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Maybe.
gonna jump and meet it. Shit. Sorry.
So we're gonna spoil the fuck out of Metal Gear Solid 5 right now.
Good, because I want to know what the fuck happens.
So do I. So if you're listening to this and you haven't finished Metal Gear Solid 5 and you care about spoilers,
Tune out for a few minutes.
tune out for a while. I don't know how long we're
A
gonna talk
while.
about it, but
Well, when you see us go, means the
Okay.
spoilers are done.
yeah, when Josh does that,
Yeah.
we're good. If you're an audio listener, just turn it off.
Wait. Can you give us one more example of what that was? Perfect. Thank you.
That's the international foxhound sign? Nothing? All right, fine.
If you're an audio listener, I guess just pause the show. Well, if you're listening to it later, I can't do it if you're live. But
I think I know what
turn it
happens.
off, go finish Metal Gear Solid 5, and then come back and finish the rest of the show.
It's only 90 hours. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think I ended it with like 60
God, I'm
hours or
done.
something.
Oh, bitch! They tricked me. Sorry,
Why did every side mission?
And on the off chance that Peter's listening to this, just don't listen at all.
How many side missions was there? Like 170?
Oh, jeez, man. I didn't finish all the side missions.
I did.
I don't know. That got a bit repetitive after a while of just killing, just going after the same person pretty much.
Oh.
The same mission, just in a little bit different location kind of thing.
It was one of those wash, rinse, repeat missions to where it's kill this person.
Right.
It's a different person, it's a different location, but it's the same mission.
Yeah, or it'll be like, go rescue this legendary soldier number 25. So after you've rescued so many of them, I don't know. But I know Mike's kind of a trophy.
Took one to the
whore,
eyeball there.
I kind of did,
Did you
yeah.
platinum that one?
No, I did not.
No? Slacker.
Because you had to finish. One of them was every level on S.
Like the score
Yeah.
you got?
Yeah, the score for S. Yeah.
So the highest ranking, you
Yeah.
have to not get caught, do it under
Every
a certain
mission.
amount of time.
We
stuff
were
like
talking about
that,
how
yeah.
weird it is that the Japanese, instead of going for an A, they go for the S. You know what I mean?
Is that a Japanese thing? I would just assume that was a Metal Gear thing.
What the? Okay, so one of them will die?
You got to bait them back through all three of these traps.
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah.
So back to the ending that's never gonna happen now. Basically, what the whole story is Konami says they're never gonna release Mission 51. Like they have
That sucks.
no intentions of ever finishing the unfinished content and releasing that episode.
Are we really...
Which I mean, it's kind of to be expected. I'm not
Yeah,
really
the
too
reason why.
surprised. Huh?
The reason why, because he left.
Yeah.
That and because that probably won't really make them any money. I mean, who's
What, they're
gonna
going to
pay
sell it for an
that?
extra $5 or $10
I
and
would.
then that's it? Like, they're not going to get a full 60 from everybody. Most people that bought the game probably aren't going to buy that last mission anyways.
Right, that's how I feel. Now, I agree I probably would too, but I'd be pissed off about it that I had to.
Yeah.
I think if anything, they just keep releasing content for like Metal Gear Online and stuff that they can continue to make money with,
Which is kind of bullshit because, I mean, they should finish what they started. I mean, they planned on releasing Mission 51 to wrap everything up. Do it.
Yeah.
Support your fans and give them what they want. That way people, especially now that you don't have Kojima there anymore, like, that's still going to push people to be like, well, at least they completed that. I'll check out what their next titles
Make them
are.
look a little bit better.
Exactly,
in
exactly.
the eyes of the fans, yeah. Unless they totally botch it and just...
Which, I mean, is true.
Yeah. But Mission 51 is supposed to explain what happens to Eli after him and his other kids take off with the Metal Gear with what's it called now? Jesus damn, it's been so long since I can't remember the name of the Metal Gear.
Anthrorex?
No, it's something way more obscure than that. But anyway, they just take off in it, and it never
Explain the rest of the story.
Yeah, it never explains what happens to him. And if you've played the game series, you obviously know Eli as young Liquid Snake from the first game, from Metal Gear Solid. Still like, shirtless and long blonde hair. You can tell it's him.
Like he hasn't put a shirt on in 30 years.
Yeah, he doesn't wear shirts. He just wears overcoats.
Fair enough. If I was a super spy and Wicked Yoked, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah. But we're never gonna see what happened to that. And I don't know. Did you legitimately like the ending of that game?
I did.
Yeah.
I know it pissed you off. But
It pissed me the fuck off.
So it
That
actually
ending
happens
is
at the end.
Bullshit. At the end, you find out that the person you're playing the whole fucking game is not Big Boss.
Yeah.
Is just some guy that went through facial reconstruction and like therapy to think he's Big Boss, and they tricked everybody. So see, the game
Really?
opens up. You're in the hospital and you've been in a coma for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the last game, shit exploded and they thought you died, kind of shit, you know. So you wake up and they go through this whole scene in the hospital where like somebody's trying to kill you. You're like crawling through the hospital and shit because you just woke up from a 10-year coma. You know, you can't walk. And I don't know. That part's really weird. It just kind of leads into the game. And then at the very end of the game, you realize that person was just, like, Big Boss was in a coma, but so was that person at the time they were together in the explosion. Just some random medic in the helicopter at the end of the last game.
Okay.
And because people really want to kill Big Boss when they found out he was awake, you know, they did that to that person. Just facial reconstruction, plastic surgery, all that stuff
So they just used you as bait?
Pretty much. And after you find that out, like, it ends pretty much with Big Boss just like riding his motorcycle off into the sunset.
Oh. That's...
And you're like, what the fuck did I just play?
So really,
like, I wanted to know what happened to Big Boss, not the fucking
random medic?
Yeah.
Josh, you want to hit?
I think I gotta tie the thing to this somehow.
No, after you pull the cord down and run around from that first cord, you jump on the cart and then grab it again underneath the saw blades to pull it to open it back up.
Okay.
But then you also find out that Ocelot and Miller were in on it too. Like, they knew about it.
They knew about it, except for Miller even erased his memory.
Erased it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
You're
would go
right.
through the process,
Ocelot knew.
not knowing either, because he didn't want to accidentally
Right.
tell
So,
him.
like, just throughout the game, like, you think back to all of their interactions in the game were just bullshit, pretty much, you know?
Well, and I mean, what, nobody tells this medic that he's not Big Boss? I'm sure people, you know...
No one else knew.
They did tell him at some point, and he just kind of, okay.
Ignores it
You
and
know.
just keeps moving
well,
on.
if you woke up and you were all of a sudden like a fucking super soldier, pretty much, you know, sure, why not?
Yeah, that's fair
You know?
enough. But I mean, at the same time, that is kind of bullshit, because then you start to ask yourself the question, like, where did this person become such a good fucking spy from if he was
Right.
just a medic?
How did he learn to sneak through stuff and be the same level of soldier that Big Boss was, who they made fucking clones off of because he was
so
such a
good.
badass soldier, you know?
It's the Matrix.
But just some random guy, unless just everybody was in on it and they were just like, oh, there's that guy again, you know?
Yeah. No, nobody looked. We gotta let him see.
Oh, come on.
One of the points of this game was to, like, Big Boss was always if you've never played any Metal Gear Solid games, Big Boss was always the villain in the series, you know? And then they released Metal Gear Solid 3, where you learn the origins of Big Boss, and for most people, he became their favorite character then, because he was fucking awesome, you know? So this game was supposed to be like the stepping stone to show you how he went from this badass soldier that everybody loves to this villain that we see in the earlier games, you know? Which it absolutely did not, because all we saw was the decoy the whole time.
So you
and
really
he was just like, see you guys later, I'm off on my motorcycle, and that's it.
Wow. That's...
So yes, that's why the ending of Metal Gear Solid 5 pissed me off so much.
It didn't bother me. I knew it was gonna piss you off. There's a couple times I almost spoiled it for you because I was waiting for you to finish the game. It took you forever, and I was just like, ah. I was waiting for your reaction when you finally finished it.
Yeah.
If I remember right, I think you were like, son of a...
It's okay. I could have spoiled Quiet dying for you a long time before then.
Which one?
Quiet.
Oh.
Oh, she dies, does she?
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
Well...
It doesn't actually show it, but...
Yeah.
My favorite character.
That's one of the loose ends, too. You don't really know. She dies, but then there's no body to be found. So how can you know? That, and she's practically immortal anyway.
I think it's kind of bullshit that they didn't fix that.
No,
That kind of stuff bothers
why?
me.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. But that complaint, the complaint of the ending being a decoy and stuff, That seems more like a fuck you from a Kojima.
I mean, yeah, maybe he knew that this was coming, and he's just like, I'm just going to write a terrible ending to this just to fuck with everybody. Like, maybe
you never know with him,
little
for real.
vindictive.
So he tends to be very abstract. If he knew he wasn't ever going to be able to make another one, then
right,
just leave it in shambles, you know.
So yes, he's very abstract to say the least. With that new preview of his new game with Norman Reedus.
Oh yeah,
so fucking weird. I mean, I'm curious. He's definitely piqued my interest, but
is that still the only trailer that's out for it?
Yeah,
yes.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody really knows what the hell that means. So. But yeah, that's what led into the story. Spoilers are done now.
Come on back. Josh,
well,
spoilers are done.
Josh has to show our Twitch viewers. There we go.
Yeah, but I
All
can't
right.
stop this motherfucker from killing himself, so it's not like anything's gonna matter anyway. Spoiler alert, the guy in Limbo's retarded.
You gotta get those little wormy things to eat the bug off the top of your head.
Yeah, well, I would love to do that.
Well, you gotta get on the box.
Okay. See, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get on the box.
Oh, I'd love to get on the box. So what else we got? Oh, Samsung had to recall some stuff due to exploding issues.
We do. Yeah, Samsung recalled the Galaxy
7.
Note 7
Yeah.
because of batteries were exploding while charging.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm glad they're recalling it. Obviously, you don't want shit to explode on you.
for sure.
But you would have think with all of the other things that you've heard of batteries charging and exploding that they would have tried to figure out what that is and then just avoid that entirely. Like, there's got to be something specific that makes it do that.
Right. It's probably like just a certain run of the battery manufacturers made a shitty quality run of it or something
fair
like
enough.
that.
I didn't even think about
maybe
that.
a manufacturing defect. Because I believe this only affects like 0.1% of all the Note 7 sold.
You're probably right then. They probably just
So-
got like a run of bunk batteries.
Right. It was just a big enough of a deal that it warrants a recall. So, it's really a shame though, because actually the Note 7 was getting pretty good reviews from a lot of people.
Well, it still doesn't say
It's-
anything for its other hardware that's probably still just fine.
Right.
The software that's on it. But yeah, maybe you hold off for a few months before you pick
Yeah.
yourself up a Note 7.
You might want to. Well, you have to right now because they've stopped selling them right now. So yeah.
So are they recalling just like certain serial numbers, or are they recalling the entire run of the Note 7 so far?
I believe it's the entire run,
Yeah,
as
it's
far as
everything,
I
yeah.
know. Yeah.
I mean, good. That's what they should do.
Yeah, right.
But I know, like sometimes, especially with cars, they'll just be like, "We only need the cars that were sold from or were manufactured from this month to this month."
Yeah.
The ones after that doesn't seem to be a problem.
Especially with some of the critiques of the phone being $1,000 plus price tag.
Yeah, that's
If you pay $1,000 for a phone and it explodes while you'd be pretty pissed. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You expect the $1,000 phone to not have any issues.
No. Not until you drop it that first time.
But it is a good looking phone, and any reviews I've seen of it look really nice. So if you're interested in one, just wait a few months until this dies down.
Wait a few months
get a new
anyway,
one.
so they're not $1,000 anymore.
Yeah, or hope you still have a good contract plan that you can get on with your cell provider.
Yeah.
I think most of the carriers don't really even offer those anymore, or they at least they try to push the pay per month.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I don't know. I hope that they're starting to more cell phone companies start to go the way that T-Mobile did, though, with the pay
I
for what
remember
you
right.
use.
I think you go back to that little animal, that little creature that was in the.
Okay, and do what?
What was it? I think
This is
you
why I
pick it up.
really hate
Try
puzzle
picking up.
games. I don't know why I decided, hey, let's do Limbo. It's a great idea. Let's fucking do it.
If I remember right, you're supposed to lure him out with something, with one of those.
Little glowy mushrooms, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, this article says it was only 35 Note 7s found with this issue.
But it's still, it's still good for Samsung for recalling all of them.
Which apparently equates to 24 per million sold.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Bitch.
I mean,
Fucking bitchy.
Yeah.
Fucking bitchy gopher.
Someone crunched those numbers. So.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it I got for that. If you have a Note 7, watch out. It might explode on you while you're charging it at night.
Just don't charge it.
Yeah. This next story we have is a local one.
It is. It's actually some of my friends
go
have
pull
run
that,
into this problem.
Yeah.
From playing.
So we're talking about Pokemon Go, which I know is one of Mike's favorite games. I've seen him personally catching Pokemon.
No.
No?
I have.
You don't wanna...
Never even tried.
Didn't you catch that legendary one the other day or something?
Nope.
Well, anyway, if you live in the South King County area, you can't. Well, they're trying to stop you from being able to go to certain areas in Des Moines.
Yes, it's mainly around the Des Moines Marina, which is actually where me and all of my roommates, Peter, Lenny, John, we used to go there all the time because they had a ton of Pokestops throughout the park that were just, you could continually just go through and hit them all. But they didn't like. I understood part of this complaint is because they didn't like people being there after hours, because they'll let people go fish off the dock and you can get access to your boat if you park it in the marina at night. That's why the marina is still open.
Right.
But they didn't like the fact that there were 40 or 50 people still walking around, not just along the dock, but throughout the park and like next to boats and stuff like that. And so I kind of get it, because I mean, yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. There are 50 random people just staring on their phone walking through a dark ass park. It kind of makes sense, but for them to go as far as wanting their Pokestops removed, it almost feels like they don't want people to come to the marina unless you have a boat, and it's like marina privilege.
Well, isn't a lot of this like people leaving trash and stuff too
I'm
around
sure
the
that
area?
there's definitely some of that going on.
I mean, this happened in like a city council meeting. Mm-hmm. So I kind of would be interesting to see the city council meeting where all these old fuckers are talking about Pokemon.
Yeah. I don't know. Part of
That
it
would've been
bothers
funny.
me.
Right?
Like,
it even says in the article like that this one guy pronounced it wrong.
Pokemon.
The Pokemon goes. The thing that I really don't like about it though is it almost seems like it's a public park, and yet you don't want people to come here and enjoy the park. Like, yeah, I understand not wanting people to come here late, but that's why you have cops roll through and kick people out, and then if people sneak back in, then you write them tickets. Then you arrest them for breaking the law.
Yeah.
Like, don't shut down the park as people that are... The park was fucking built so people could go there and enjoy it.
Right.
You know? And now you're... Well, we don't want a bunch of people to come enjoy this park that the city spent money on. I don't know. It's a little frustrating.
It is. You kind of see it both ways, too. If you're out in a park at night, pick up your shit. Don't just throw it around on the grass.
Even during the day.
Yeah,
you know?
anytime. Anytime you're out in public. When you're out in public, just don't throw your shit on the floor.
Just don't be a dickhole and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Don't ruin it for everybody else.
Speaking of Pokemon Go, I decided to load it up and I'm catching a Spearow right now.
Oh, there you go. See? There's Pokemon in here, Mike.
Yeah, there was. It was right here on the desk.
Oh,
just a little
shit.
birdie. Ooh, Spearow caught.
Didn't like 10 million people stop playing that game?
Oh yeah, it had a
It
huge
did,
drop
yeah.
off. But the part of the big drop off was because of some of the things that they did to the game while they were trying to fix bugs. They're going back and fixing things now, and it's actually drawing some people back in. Obviously, not as many as they had on initial launch day, of course, but users are trickling back into the game.
It's to be expected on mobile. So,
for sure. But I mean, people still play Ingress, which was Ninetech's first game that came out years ago, and Pokemon's a much bigger property, so I know people will continue to play this. Like, Pokemon Go isn't going anywhere.
There will always be some people
I was
playing
proud
it.
of that.
I'm sure there's still people playing Fallout Shelter.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
And I lasted maybe a week or two on that one.
Oh, I didn't even get that far. It was like 3 or 4 days, and I was just like, I am terrible at managing a vault, and I'm done.
So for everyone watching, sorry that took me so long.
There's still people playing Division,
Yeah?
Yeah,
which I know you quit.
I did. Yeah.
it's like-
Yeah, there's no end game. There's like literally no end game in that game, man. That's why like everybody got to the end and were like, well, I beat it.
No,
I
it's-
guess.
You
All
still
new-
playing it?
yeah, not as much, but
What level are you now?
Oh shit!
still only 90 Dark Zone. But then the
So
new
only 90 Dark Zone.
the new Underground DLC, I'm like 27.
Oh,
It goes to
okay.
40.
How is the new DLC?
Um,
Did they add any mechanics to the game, or is it just basically more shit
No.
to go run around in?
yeah, just more stuff to get more.
Did they unlock any new areas, or is it still on the same map?
No, it's a different map. It's all underground.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
at
you
least
load
it's,
into it like an instance then?
Yeah.
Okay.
at least it's like a different environment, and so they're not just adding more missions to the same map or.
No.
My biggest problem with that game is it was touted as a survival game, and there is absolutely zero survival aspect in that game at all.
Yeah,
Other
well, the
than
worst
don't
part
get
was
shot.
it's supposed to be a covered base game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
They completely got rid of the base build.
yeah,
or
because
not
you have the enemies just run right at you, charge right at you. It's like,
Oh, ball sacks.
I don't know. Last time I played with you, you were at such a higher level than me. Like, I was just pretty much laying dead on the floor the whole time while you were leveling me up. So.
But all new gear sets, that's the only thing to look forward to is
Yeah.
what kind of gear sets they came out with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a unique shooter. It's a fun shooter, but at the same
this is
time,
gonna
it's
suck.
it's not the shooter I wanted.
A lot of people quit for the same reason why you said they quit Pokemon, because they messed with the game.
Right.
Same thing they did with this. They would nerf everybody's like the SMGs. They nerfed them, pissed everybody off, and then they turned around and jacked up the shotgunners. Now you can get killed by one shotgun blast.
Like, I understand doing certain things for balancing, but that only goes so far until you're just like, all right, well.
Did they fix all the bugs? Wasn't it riddled with bugs for a while there?
Yeah, because of that. What was it? The shield.
Yeah,
Forgot
the
what-
shield.
I forgot what it was called.
That shield, though.
Yeah, I don't remember what.
But they did fix that though, or because that's the thing. Like, you should fix the bugs before you add new features.
Oh, absolutely.
Or
You should.
even worry about balancing unless something's really off. You know.
And yeah, especially because there's not like a huge competitive scene with it by any means, so
It
it's.
should be.
No, it was because of everybody exploited those glitches.
Oh,
Using
shit.
it.
Well, yeah.
up.
There's cheaters everywhere. I was just telling you about cheaters in Battlefield 1 earlier. So
Yeah, because you play on PC.
I. We have
Cheaters
such
everywhere,
a. Huh?
Cheaters everywhere.
Right,
Mike.
cheaters. That's what I told him. But it's just, I wish we had John here right now to be the counter to the fuck PC gamers over here. You know.
There's nothing wrong
Too
with
many cheaters on
consoles.
PC. Xbox sucks. And
You know, there are
Gears 4.
there are a lot less cheaters on PC than you think. There are some people that are just that fucking good. Like, it's surprising until you watch like some pro CS:GO players or some
Oh, it is,
pro
'cause it's
like,
not-
Quake players. Like,
Oh, come
you
on!
think they're
This
cheating,
is
but
bullshit.
they just know the map that well. They know that when
Yeah.
you jump through a door, your head is going to be exactly at that point.
Oh no, for sure. There's some. I mean, yeah. There's some people that are just so good that you die and you think you got
You got
you got
cheated, yeah.
screwed. You know, or maybe the way you fell or something. It looks like they shot you through the wall or something, but it
Well,
was
that's what
fine.
I like about
you know.
like Overwatch has their kill cam, so you can actually see the last couple seconds from the other person's point of view leading up to your death.
Oh,
Call of
okay.
Duty's had that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't play Call of Duty. I haven't did forever, but like you can tell when it's really suspect. Like somebody's looking at something and then all of a sudden they just whip around and head shoot you.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
okay, motherfucker. Like that was super suspect.
Like I was telling him earlier, I was playing Battlefield 1, and I blasted this guy like straight in the face like 4 times with a shotgun, and then he shot me and killed me. And he still had 100% health
Oh,
when
yeah.
he ran away.
That's
I'm like,
cheater.
fuck you, you know. But then I did die a lot of times,
come
legitimately
on.
though. So,
I bet that second little platform slides, Josh.
You pull it out.
the one,
The little
yeah.
handle. Yeah.
But yeah, if you live in Des Moines, Washington, or in the area, no more Pokemon Go at the marina.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really like, when they had their farmers market going on and people were playing Pokemon Go, it was the most crowded I've ever seen their farmers market. The food trucks that are always there were doing bang up business. The little snack shack, if you will, that they had was doing bang up business all of the time. So yeah, you get some trash. Yeah, you get some people in there that you might not want, but at the same time, like, it's bringing in more of an income for your park in your city. Like,
Yeah.
why would you completely screw with that?
The extra business should be appreciated, and you should be able to then hire more people to deal with trash problems
Yeah.
and security issues and stuff.
But again, at the same time, people should pick up their shit.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. And if you're catching Pokemon, like, why are you causing problems?
Yeah, you should be you concentrate on your Pokemon, man, not on your trash. Although I will say there are not enough trash cans at the Des Moines Marina. Like, that was one thing that I noticed while I was there. It's like I would be walking around holding. By the time I'd get from one trash can to the next one, I'd
bitch.
smoke like 2 cigarettes, I'd empty a water bottle, so I just like holding a shitload of trash. And I'm just like, just a couple more trash cans would be great.
Yeah, it usually does help. You put trash cans in, and some people at least will start using them.
Oh yeah, and especially if they're more like if I look around, I'm holding an empty water bottle, and I see a trash can, I'll go walk to that trash can right away. I won't throw my shit on the ground, but I can see how some people would look around, and think, "Oh, no trash can. Looks like it goes right here."
Yeah. Mike, did you ever play the Walking Dead Telltale series?
No.
No? Well, then that didn't go anywhere.
I haven't played any of the Walking Dead ones. I have checked out the Batman one though, and the Batman one's pretty fun. It's very point and clicky adventure-y.
Yeah, that's how all of them are. They're mostly telling a story.
Right.
Oh shit.
One of the one I played of those is the me and my son played the Minecraft.
Oh,
the
okay, the story
mode
mode.
one?
Yeah. Was that any good?
Nah.
Apparently,
okay.
their Walking Dead one is amazing. Like they've won a ton of awards for the Walking Dead one.
Yeah.
I guess.
My kids love it. They've both played it.
Have
so, yeah. But they premiered. There's the new Frontier. A new Frontier comes out this November.
That's Batman?
No, that's
Oh,
Walking Dead.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
It was announced at PAX West this weekend.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
And that's pretty much where that news story ends. Is if you're excited for if you like
Season 3?
if you like these games and you're excited for season 3, you'll be excited about this.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll want to check it out then.
I see myself dying again.
You got to get the balloon inside of that little box that you're in, but
Yeah.
I don't know how you have to get it over there. This puzzle, I don't remember how I solved
I'm just
it.
gonna drown real quick, and there we go.
Drowning, the quickest death.
Minecraft just really didn't need a story.
It has one.
You
yeah,
make
it
your
doesn't
own
need
story.
one though. Like the whole point is just building
Excuse me.
shit and mining and.
Any suggestions you have, Mike, would be well.
I'm trying to remember too.
You have to get that. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me go up. I'm
Uh,
glad he died. You
He
useless
had it
fucking
coming.
kid.
maybe some of our Twitch viewers know what to do. They can throw it in the chat,
Well, we have one person.
or they can
viewing.
just be quiet and watch Josh keep dying.
Oh, who's on the chat?
That's fun too. The one person is you.
Oh. No one's watching on Twitch.
Oh, Thundergun.
That's always good. Always
Yeah.
good to mention.
I mean, by no one, I mean like 4 million
I know what I was
people.
supposed to do. Fuck, I know what I'm supposed to do there. God damn it.
Push it.
I have to
Is that
die.
what-
I have to die again.
Or once it pops up, just
yeah,
close the...
I have to die again.
Gotcha. Okay.
Look, I died.
You drowned again. You drown a lot.
Yeah, I'm just, what can I say? I'm always wet.
Okay.
I knew it'd get you to laugh.
But like that last story did point out, that PAX was this weekend.
And I'm sure we will have a ton of pack stuff for you guys next week.
Why?
Well, maybe.
Why not this weekend?
Maybe not. Well,
Probably because
I
I'm the
didn't
only
go.
one that went.
Pete went as well, but Pete's not here, so he can't really tell us
Yeah,
about
I was hoping
his.
he would throw in some stuff. I didn't. I mean, I played
What'd
some
you do?
VR. That was fun.
What game?
Got it was Cowbots and versus aliens.
All right.
All right.
So mostly it was just fun to get to play with the Vive, but you're just basically you're fighting this
Cowbot?
flying alien octopus looking thing. Yeah, and you there's guns you can shoot at it, or you can just pick. You're in like an old westerny kind of bar setting, so you can just pick up beer bottles or coffee mugs and
Oh, that's
throw it
cool.
at people, or chairs. You can throw it at them too, or you can just run over and just start punching at them. Which is really funny to watch people do from the outside.
you're not playing.
Yeah. It's kind of I don't know. Unless I haven't really played too much VR before, so it gets kind of weird when you actually have to like reach all the way to something to pick it up.
Oh,
I don't know.
right.
You feel like it's right there, but you still gotta bend all the way down and get it.
Oh,
I don't know.
fuck.
It's a hard thing to describe, I guess. There's a lot of people there that would stop doing it, and there was other VR games too, and were complaining about like feeling nauseous and.
I bet a lot of people
Yeah.
get motion sickness. It was a lot of fun. I went to PAX. Was it last year or the year before? They were doing a what was the demo that they were doing? One was for Hawken, but then the other one was just you sat in the passenger seat of a race car, and it was really fun to watch people like look around and just like have this like stupid I'm watching something face on, even though no one else can see them.
They did. I did not get to use the PlayStation VR, which I was a little disappointed with.
How come? Line too long? Just didn't get the chance?
No, because I didn't find out until I got there, and I only had one day pass. Like, I was only going one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't find out until I got there that you have to download their app first and schedule an appointment to play it the following day. Like, you have to schedule
What?
the day before. Yeah.
That's
It's supposed to be like, no lines. You don't have to worry about standing in a line for hours and stuff like that. But Luda could have said something first, you know?
Yeah.
Because that would have been the one I
God
wanted to try.
damn it.
Yeah, no, I wanted to try it too. I think it would have been really good to try it to
Especially when it
compare
comes out in
to
October,
the
too.
Vive and
Yeah,
stuff. You know?
PlayStation one comes out
Well,
in
and
October.
how hard would it have been for them to put it on their dashboard? Hey, if you're going to PAX West, remember to download this app so you can register
Right.
to play. Like, a little something would have been nice.
You know, it's possible that they did put something in. Maybe just didn't check.
It's possible, but it still would have been nice if I would have found that. And I'm a PSN Plus member. Like, they could have sent me an email.
Yeah,
True.
that's a very good point. Well, that'll, I think, just about do it for news, unless you've got anything else from PAX that you'd like to tell us about. Any other games or anything that you tested while you were there?
Not too many, because I stood in line for over an hour to play the Vive.
I believe
to
that.
play that one game. And then I stood in line for about 45 minutes or so because my son Lennon wanted to play Sonic Mania, the new Sonic game coming out. Which seems kind of cool because it's like... It's just, I think it might be also like user created levels, like the Mario Maker kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But some of it, like one of the levels was just the straight up like the first level from the first Sonic game, you know. And then this other one was this really crazy one that like it would like send you in just like sound waves from one side of the screen to the other. It was pretty cool. But there was also it was called World War Toons, I think. It was another VR game. It kind of was like a cartoony kind of shooter game, you know. They did have a couple Virtuix Omnis set up that I didn't get to try.
Oh,
which
that
I
would
was
have been
hoping,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just play the
again,
fucking game.
when you only go one day, like you got to kind of pick which lines you're willing to stand
You've got to
in,
be really
you know?
choosy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can spend the entire weekend standing in line and doing nothing but playing games.
But
That,
like 3 games or something,
Yeah.
you know.
And there's just so much more there to go and to see and to just experience and to talk to developers and like. I love upstairs. I don't know if it's upstairs this year, but usually like all of their board games and all of the indie games are upstairs, and those are really fun to go check out. There's hardly ever any lines, and then they're just fun little unique games.
Yeah, and after the convention center it closes like at 6.
Mm-hmm.
We just pretty much hung out in the PC free play area after that.
Oh, there you go.
It was kind of funny. They were handing out, when we first got there, they were handing out deodorant to people. Like this one booth was just handing out deodorant. And the lady's like, I got too many of them, you know. So I ended up, between me and Petra and Kurt, we ended up with like 2 8-packs of deodorant.
Jeez.
And it was like 3 or 4 just random ones.
Full-size sticks or like little
No, they're like
travel
travel size.
Still,
yeah.
I kind of dig that though because there are so many people that go to PAX that
why?
just...
Yeah, they still didn't use it though. It was still had all the same problems.
I believe that. You didn't get sick though, hopefully.
No.
You didn't get PAX
So-
pox.
No.
That's good.
You've got to go back and hit the other switch, I think.
Right now?
Yeah.
Did you give up on it? Or?
Fuck yeah.
But that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much all we got for news.
It is. So we want to get into the game
I
first or
think
the
so.
gadget first?
I think we should talk about the game.
All right.
So the game is Limbo. It's done by Playdead Games. It was first released in 2006, so it's over 10 years old. But it's frustrating as shit, man. I don't like puzzle games, and sometimes because I get too frustrated with myself. The only ones I just decided to continue were Portal. And tonight is an excellent example. I couldn't make it a full hour playing this fucking game. But it's a beautiful game. one of the things that I really did enjoy about the interview John did with the guy from Red Trigger was that games often hold your hand too much, and Limbo is definitely the opposite of that. There's no tutorial. There's no nothing.
Figure it out, Mike.
I don't remember.
You've played this game before.
Yeah, like over a year and a half ago.
The reason I picked it up is because it was free on Steam, and I just grabbed it for the hell of it. I'd always heard about it, never played it. I'm impressed. It's very, very beautiful. I mean, for a minimalist game, it does a lot well. What I think I like most about it is like that they don't tell you anything. It's like I was saying, like they don't hold your hand and they don't really give you a story. All the story is up for your own interpretation.
Yeah.
So is this kid in limbo? Is that what's going on, or is there
a
some kind
lot of fan theories about it? So.
Some kind of fucked up thing about the whole situation?
That he's dead. That he's dead when you start off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's like an ending. Does it explain anything, or is it just?
There's an ending.
It's just like this the whole time. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So it's like $10 on Steam.
Right now it is. Every once in a while.
What was it? I'm trying to remember.
I bet Mikey's watching this right now, being like, "Oh, come on, Dad, you know what to do right here."
He played it with me.
Don't you remember, Dad?
That's why it makes me want to play the new game. The new.
You said it's called Inside.
Yeah.
We should do that one soon then, since we...
the Fathom drone sent us a DM on Twitter. Also played Limbo and got killed by the giant spider way too many times. Thank you for that reassurance. I appreciate that, because I sucked.
That giant spider is terrifying, though.
Yeah, it was... I got killed a few times at the beginning, too. Actually, that's when I handed it off to you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I knew you would enjoy the spider, so...
It's all right. It's all right, spider. It's frustrating, man. I don't know. I wish I could Google how to finish this one.
So okay, that's all that one does is
it just opens and lowers that. It lets the water into the other side.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Anyway, that's like you've seen pretty much all we can give you about Limbo. It's fucking difficult.
So if you have any idea on how to fix this or how to get past this,
maybe let us know and we'll play it again later. Other than that, Fathom drone? Is that what you got for us?
I do. I have it's a Kickstarter. It's called the Fathom 1. It is an underwater modular drone that's got a HD camera on it. It's really cool. You control it with your smartphone or tablet, and you can go around underwater exploring shit.
Would you do it?
Huh?
Would you do it?
Oh, dude, I would love to have one of these. Yeah.
Just drop it onto like Redondo or down at the Des Moines Marina where there's no longer any Pokemon Go players.
You could go down there and see if there's any underwater Pokemons.
Yeah. No, I think this thing seems really awesome, and fortunately, I don't live really close to water like I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I'd walk down to the beach every day. I would have loved to have had one of these things. Imagine just even if you didn't like find anything real, like a I don't know,
crab,
sunken ship or anything. Yeah, just the awesome things you could see just under the water.
How deep is it rated?
I think it's based on how long its tether is, which I was trying to look up. I was hoping you would talk more about the game.
Oh, sorry.
100 foot of tether. There we go.
There you go.
That's a pretty long tether, though. Like, that's 100... I'm assuming you mean like 100 foot worth of distance, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, or 100 foot range, rather. Like,
close it again.
That's pretty damn far for something that's underwater that I can't see.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, they can't... I mean, there's nothing really that would let them wirelessly transmit video.
You're supposed to let all the water out
back
so you can
through
push the
water.
box over to the other side and then let the water back in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. My bad, Mike.
No.
I didn't know.
But they say in their video that one of the benefits to the tether is also like if should something happen to it when it's way under the water, you can just pull it back up with the tether. So you don't lose your investment into the depths of the water.
I thought you meant a digital tether between the control device and the actual...
No,
it's like a rope.
It's an actual rope now. Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's a cable to transmit the video data back and stuff like that, and I'm sure the controls that you're using your phone with. It's a modular drone, so like you can snap off the propellers on the side and change them out for different ones. Like
Really?
There's ones that have larger wings for better stabilization, and they're also hoping that just kind of they'll get some community built ones around it too. You know.
Well, I mean, if the community's big enough and it takes off even slightly, people will absolutely build stuff for.
Oh, Mike.
Right.
Oh,
You were there.
They'll absolutely build stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I would be shocked if you didn't see people coming out with like longer tethers for it as well, and like you said, other more community-driven things for it. Now, is this? It's an underwater drone, but can it fly? Are those modules you can get for it to fly? Okay, I don't know. Maybe
it's not. Yeah.
James Bond of drones.
It's definitely not going to be airborne, is what you're saying.
I believe that's one of the questions on their FAQ on their Kickstarter is, like, how come the battery lasts longer than a flying drone?
Mm-hmm.
It's because they don't have to have, since you're underwater, you don't have to have propellers constantly keeping your altitude up.
Oh, that's true.
You just use your buoyancy.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Or if you're just like, you can float in water. You can't just float in the air. You will drop.
And the tether is neutrally buoyant, so it doesn't affect the
buoyancy at all.
Yeah.
So, not liable if you strap your phone to the drone, they wanted to say. So
Okay,
don't be doing that.
No Pokemon catching with that.
And TIE Fighter wings would indeed be dope.
Yes.
So.
Nice. Well, I love the idea of this product, and it's mostly going off of the video I watched earlier because I didn't really personally look into this, but it's about half the price of other underwater drones you can find.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to retail, I think, at about $600. They're talking about like most of the other underwater drones you can get are like large commercial ones and stuff for $1,200 and $1,500.
Right.
You know, but as far as drones go, $600 is not a bad price.
It's not a bad price at all, especially for the fact that it's going underwater.
I think they can do it one more
You'd
time.
think something like this, which is a little bit more special, like the price would go up just because of that. Like the first drones with decent cameras on them were expensive as hell because they were the first ones with these decent cameras on them. And after looking at a picture, I can definitely see how this would never fly.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Maybe
understand.
if you threw it really hard.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could like frisbee it out there, you know, like you're a 100-foot tether, right? So like when you're going to like actually throw it into the water, like see, and then just reel it back in.
Or like if you're over a bridge that's like over a really deep river, you just drop it straight down, and so it's just sploosh.
Just
You
make
can check out underneath the river and then just pull it back up.
Just make sure you do that during like the dry season, or not the dry season.
Crunch.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the water was only 3 inches deep. Damn it. Wow, this thing cooks through the water too.
This says it runs up
It'll
to an
cook for
hour.
Yeah, underwater.
Yeah.
Really? A whole hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
On a single charge. It's got an onboard 1080p camera. The HUD says the hull measures at 8 inches by 6 inches by 4 inches. It's got a speed of 3 knots,
Hey,
or
Mike.
1.5 meters per second.
Mike's
Wow.
the man.
Way too long.
He's the man.
Weighs in at 4.5 pounds. Comes with a 100-foot tether. Maximum operating depth at 150 feet. So I guess I believe there is something in here about longer tethers at some point.
The Fathom guys say the tether is strong enough to hold it too, so you could lower it from a bridge.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about this buoy that it comes with. So it's tethered to the buoy, and then you're wirelessly
And then you
connected
connect
to the
through
buoy.
Wi-Fi with your phone or tablet. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not
Oh,
100.
wrong
It's not 100 feet straight to your hands with a controller.
It would be 100 feet from the buoy.
Buoy.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
but I mean, if you're out on a boat,
And
you
then
could let it
whatever
get
the
farther
distance-
away.
Yeah,
and
oh
then you
yeah,
just have to
for
keep an
sure.
eye on the buoy. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I think the most frustrating thing about this game is the suicide slug that fucking hits you in the head.
Oh yeah, and you have to figure out a way to get it off.
Yeah, because Mike's gonna go die again.
Dead.
No, this sounds awesome. You know, everybody thinks about with drones is in the air.
Yeah.
So to see it on the other side.
Actually, this would be really cool to go check out the octopus that lives underneath the Tacoma Narrows Bridge with.
Hell yeah.
Or just all of the wildlife that's around the Puget Sound.
Yeah.
Like, it would suck if you bought one of these in like Arkansas, but there's not enough water.
I don't think there's enough call for that though. Like I want to see what's in the middle of the Mississippi River.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Arkansas is not on the Mississippi.
You're not far. Any
but there's
landlocked state is not
there's
far from
still
a river.
That's
lakes
true.
and for sure.
Because I was thinking Nevada, but you could just go up to Lake Tahoe and then just go check out what's in Lake Tahoe. Probably.
What about the Salt Lake? That'd be great.
I wonder, actually, can this handle salt water?
Fucking nothing.
I just moved past because I got really curious about the saltwater thing. Actually,
Salt Lake City. Come on, like there's no water in the Salt Lake.
okay.
Good game. Good game, sir.
Is there anything about this though being able to be used in salt water?
I don't see anything. I just kind of assumed so.
I mean, I do as well, but I mean, maybe you can't. Maybe for whatever reason, the salt would end up corroding some of the gaskets.
I'd imagine it would be built for that, though.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that
that would have been my, like I was saying earlier, like I would have used it more often when I was a kid growing up in Texas because I lived right by the beach.
Oh, yeah.
No, I
I'd
didn't.
walk to
Sorry.
the beach every day.
Wade out until you're waist deep in water, and then
You have to
go
get
play
into the
with that.
light, so it changes
for sure.
direction.
Although it would suck if it got tangled around something, and then you had to go like 100-foot tether. You're gonna forget how far that is when you're controlling the thing. You don't want to get wrapped around like a pier post
and get
or
snagged on something.
yeah, just like
Saltwater's good.
Saltwater's good.
Yeah.
I assume so because that's
Yeah.
what I would have used it for.
Oh no,
so.
and I would have thought that is like when developing this, that would have been one of the first things that was brought up.
Yeah.
Is make sure it can be used with salt water.
So you're saying you want to get one of these and go find the octopus?
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be some awesome YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But
I
if
would
you
also absolutely play with it in the tub. I'm just saying.
if you are interested in getting one, their Kickstarter is still going on for 25 more days, I believe.
23 more days.
23 more days.
And they're not quite funded yet, but they're 3,000 away. So I'm pretty confident that it's gonna make it.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt that they're gonna make it. But there is still some of the early bird specials
Oh,
left.
Mike's gonna die.
There's like 93 of them left, I
Forgot
think,
about
with
the
at the last time I checked.
93 left. The super early bird,
Oh,
is,
that one's gone.
that one's gone, which was $400. But for $500, which is the early bird, there's still 93 left.
Right, so you can still get this for $100 off if you're interested in it.
Oh, I do like that 11 people bought it at full price, even though that there are early birds left. Good job on
Hell yeah.
on throwing out that extra cash.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Fathom is saying that they're hoping to develop some auto reeling for the tether, so it doesn't have to be all out in the water at the same time.
Ooh,
So it's easier to handle it. So you don't
maybe
have
it
this
just
massive
spools itself up
tether.
into the buoy.
That would be pretty
Like
cool,
one of those
yeah.
dog leashes that you can be an asshole with your dog,
Yes.
you know?
Super
Yeah.
fast. I mean, even if they don't do the whole retethering system, like as long as you're careful and you're not like water spelunking with this thing in little caves and nooks that you find,
Fucking water spelunking.
like you're probably going to be fine as long as you don't, like purposefully wrap yourself around a pier. Just make sure that you're not getting into places you can't get out of, and I mean, you'll be good, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
cameras.
wait until next spring when I go water spelunking. That's going to be amazing.
Oh, it's about timing. I remember.
But I think that's pretty much all I got on it. Thanks very much to the creator. I don't have a name.
It's their Twitter account,
Okay.
@FathomDrone.
Well, yeah, thanks very much for
Answering
watching our
questions
show and
live.
answering questions.
We're appreciative of that.
Definitely. We would have never known if it worked in salt water.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Well, we would have immediately after the show when we looked at the website again. It was like, damn it, that's where it says it.
but again, still would have assumed, like you said, like it probably would have been pretty detrimental if they developed it and it wasn't okay in salt water.
Yeah.
Totally looking forward to those water spelunking videos. So.
Well, hook it up with one and I'll go water spelunking, all right?
Yeah, I would definitely love to have one of these.
No problem. Oh, I think that's them saying that's us
Yeah,
like
for
thank you. Yeah. Damn it.
All right.
Stupid delay.
So are we giving up on getting past this part of limbo?
I
or-
gave up a while ago. You saw.
You guys have anything else to add to the show before? I know we got a couple of videos out.
Oh, that's right. I have. We released our Drunken Smash Brothers video. That was fun. About 19 minutes long, but it's. I think it's pretty damn
It's
funny.
worth it.
Oh, here it comes.
Wasn't the the second No Man's Sky release this week?
We
as well?
did. We also released the No Man's Sky video, so that's got John and Peter making discoveries. On
Yes.
Oh,
That's-
right
Oh,
to
and
the
a
face.
spike to the
I have to
face.
wait.
Quite funny as well, and go give that video some love.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
even
pretty-
if you don't like it, I still enjoy making those ones. They're really fun to sit around and make silly discoveries.
It is. For as much hate as No Man's Sky gets, I
We
think
love
it's
it.
a fun
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have fun with it. Like,
Yeah.
you
Don't
know,
expect it to blow you,
Don't
and
worry
you'll be
that-
fine.
don't worry that the planets don't rotate and the orbital mechanics aren't correct.
And you can't crash your ship.
Who gives a shit? Just have fun and exploring and finding stuff.
I
Go
can-
play Kerbal Space Program if you want correct
Insanely
orbital mechanics.
realistic
Yeah,
space travel, yeah.
Fathom says, thanks, guys, signing off from Michigan. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Or
Yep,
madam.
Thank you. Have a good
Have
night.
a good night in the Midwest.
Yeah, ooh, it's late over there now.
Yeah,
It's like 11.
Yeah.
close, yeah. Yeah, No Man's Sky is great, and I'm really glad that we continue to play those videos and do that stuff.
Yep. So we'll probably have more of those eventually.
We don't know what we're recording tonight, so maybe it will be a
It'll,
No
be, a,
Man's
it'll be a surprise. So
Yeah.
subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you'll find out.
There you
And
go.
tell us what game you want us to play drunk, because that was fun and I want to do it again, and especially because John got nice and hammered.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
and our drunken videos tend to do better too.
Yeah.
I think the word drunk in the title really helps.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
I think so.
also thanks to Edward and Kelsey for helping us out with that one. We
Oh,
couldn't have done
yes.
it without you
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely. Are they the ones that brought those monsters out in my refrigerator?
Yeah, and I've been using those.
Yeah,
so.
thank you for those too.
And the sweet T-shirts. They hooked it up that night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
come
oh,
back
that's
shirts
right.
and
Yeah.
shit,
Well, I think it's gonna do it for us tonight, right?
I think that's about it. You can find everything we do at waiting4players.net. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all these exciting new videos that come out. Send us a message on Twitter or Facebook. You see how well it worked with Twitter tonight.
Yeah.
So,
We do watch them. We do interact with you guys. So
we do, yeah, absolutely. Hell, send us emails if you want.
you can even write us an old-fashioned letter.
I
If
would-
it
I
takes
I'm
wouldn't
not
a
gonna
recommend
give out
that.
our address, but
Well, I mean, I didn't say we'd read them or ever get them, but they can still write it.
but if you would like to send us something, maybe give us a message on Facebook or Twitter first, and then we'll work something.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's always options there. But
This one's all about timing.
do you have
Well-
anything you want to add?
Hey,
Ian?
that
Our
game's
special
calling you a
guest
hoe.
here?
For you audio listeners out there, Mike just bit it pretty hard on an
Yeah.
H.
No, first I got electrocuted and then I bit it.
He bit a hard H.
After being electrocuted. All right.
All right,
Well, when you get
we're outta
electrocuted,
here,
you
guys.
often bite down hard, you know.
It just happened to be a letter H. Too.
I've been shocked a time or two. I'm not proud of it.
All right, guys. Most importantly, watch us live on Twitch every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific. And I will see you guys next week.
Later.
night.
Bye-bye, Twitch.
Bye.
Actually, we're probably still on
I will
Twitch.
be on
Oh,
Twitch.
Mike, you got a
They
little,
get to
I had to
watch-
wave, so.
got a little cooked
They get to watch Mike die a few more times
Yeah.
before we go
stop
off air.
Twitch.
Oh, like right now. There we go. I had to get it in before Twitch.